All right, so as I called it, we will likely be seeing this entire set on Final D, unless Pink Fresh decides to get a little bit fancy and pull out of Town and City every now and then. But yeah, this has been the stage of choice in several of these last two matches. Interesting footstool right there. So Pink Fresh, a little bit of an adaptation. ZD will always up tilt you once or twice when it's true at low percents, and then he'll stop and flash his shield to see if you're going to come down with an aggressive aerial so he can get a parry. Pink Fresh, great use of the footstool right there to recognize that. Love seeing players adapt to those little intricacies of the combo game. And look at ZD already in the full control of this game. Neutral air and up smack, and stock one. That making it look kind of easy right here. David grab not going to connect, but neither will that neutral air. Not quite a sweet spot, but we're holding A in this house. Interesting recovery option from ZD. He has to choose like super unique angles in this, because if he screws up, like he's just never getting back. In a nutshell, this matchup really feels like neutral, 100% ZD wins. ZD gets clipped once because he guessed wrong, and now he's off stage. Good luck. Say your prayers, because without the help of the higher power, you're likely not getting back. Speak of the devil, rinse and repeat here from Pink Fresh. He's still stuck in the corner, but that one dash attack, let's see how far ZD can carry this. Full stage control, and now Pink Fresh off stage and in an awkward spot. Max distance of that tether. I really thought that tether was going to like trade with Firefox, and then Pink Fresh was dead. The old American air dodge gets ZD backstage. And then he gets the nair dash attack, trying to land that back air. I don't think he meant to grab edge right there. I think he was just trying to fast fall and then use a double jump back air, but a little bit of an awkward situation, wasn't holding down, so he grabbed edge. And speaking of holding down, right, Pink Fresh accelerates his departure. As ZD so far untouched. All of Pink Fresh's damage, by the way, came from like one or two interactions where ZD had to recover. Like, he is struggling to land any kind of hit neutral. Finally, Megawatt Nair cleans up the stock, and we'll see if this will be the start of better things here from Pink Fresh. Neutral air forward tilt. This is Fox edge trapping. It's literally, I'm going to go ahead and hit you with different flavors of my Nair confirms. I hope you enjoy. Oh, great use of the reverse hit of that Nair from Pink Fresh, carrying ZD all the way off stage, and that is a beautiful edge guard from Pink, just showing you exactly what this character can do and maximize. Even one hit is enough to clip ZD's wings. Just do it. Man, perfect spacing for ZD. You love to see it. You don't need those Nair confirms if you just catch the 2 frames of hard landing lag full scan when they touch the ground. All right, digging the music counter pick here, and again, rinse and repeat on a final destination. And really, it feels like when I saw those game 5s, I was joking about this with my co-commentator, it felt as though every single set was decided by who took the first stock. If ZD took the first stock, he'd walk away with it. If Pink Fresh took the first stock, he'd walk away with it. It just feels like whoever can play Runaway on this stage, a stage where advantage states are maximized and disadvantage states are also maximized, where there is no safe recovery here, there's no platforms to reset to, well, you can just run away. You can just go ahead and play Runaway Fox or Runaway Midman, and those characters go up a tier when they're able to just not interact with you. ZD has to recover from as low as possible, and Pink Fresh seems to hit that angle every single time. Oh, that was a beefy up B from ZD. He held down so that the tip of Firefox went above the stage, and its disjoint clanked with Pink Fresh's. Again, these little tiny tricks that ZD has, just doing him a ton of credit in this matchup. Air to down tilt to back air, solid damage here. Pink Fresh forced to expend that air dodge, and then uses the Megawatt, a more disjointed aerial, to try to fight his way back to center stage, but that's not going to work out. Nair up smash tried and true for ZD, and keeping it very even here. He naired and then immediately held shields like, I don't want it. We both know that Nair wasn't true. Don't hit me for it. Up tilt into jab. Okay, the weak hit of the up tilt too to make that one through. I once heard a a Spacey player call Fox side B the best dash attack in the game, and I think we just kind of saw why right there. PinkFresh halfway across the stage, committed to something. ZD, hold on, I'm gonna be there. Just give me a second. So yeah, second game kind of playing out the same as the first one, insofar as we are very much seeing ZD dominate neutral as soon as he can get his feet set. Trapping opportunity, and then ZD just resets it immediately with the down smash. Drag down into the nair, and that should be stock. Fox off stage, not a character you can typically think of when you think of characters that can edge guard with aplomb. But ZD showing you that when he doesn't need to make it back, when he's got that full stock lead, well, he is more than happy to cash his lead in to claim the game.
Stop battle. Fox.
PinkFresh taking a moment to consider, perhaps a counter pick, but no, we are sticking with Min Min. I always dig that in this spot. This is when you know that PinkFresh has the confidence to ride or die with the character. He knows that he can win this. He's done so relatively recently. All he needs to do is figure out what these added little wrinkles that ZD has been showing him as of late. Execute a little harder, perhaps. Be a little bit better at a disadvantage, perhaps. You know that PinkFresh can do that. He has climbed the mountain many times before. But this is not the way to start to climb. This is an awkward spot. Toss him off stage, though. Great pivot grab. We're going to get the empowered laser mirror frames away from clipping ZD's recovery, but instead, ZD tossing him PinkFresh up every single time here to try to maximize the disadvantageous position that Min Min finds himself in trying to land. PinkFresh really only ever gets down when he has a really well-timed nair or a really well-timed down air. Really well-timed nairs. We saw one right there to seize control of this stock here from Pink. Now we have to see if we can get the conversion. ZD went super low and then double jumped in the magnifier. Still not enough to retreat from PinkFresh's awaiting arms. Fox dash grab is like one of the worst moves in his kit, and every single time I see him whip it, I'm just like, justice. This character should not have a good dash grab. He's got too many other good moves. Chasing ZD off stage again, and now PinkFresh with the lead is more than happy to be super aggressive in these high-risk, high-reward situations. And when it leads into a solid lead with that two-frame, you can see why. A full two-stock lead, and look at this. Like, PinkFresh gets that one lead, and now ZD looks like he's floundering. ZD looks like he doesn't have an answer. Oh, no. Missing the tech right there off of the Firefox. An awkward spot for Pink to find himself in, but this lead is more than secure. He can afford that awkward, unforced error. What is the damage? Every time ZD gets a parry, an Angel gets his wings. It feels like this man racks up so much damage off of those low percentage defensive options that he tends to use. Full charge of the Megawatt Hammer. PinkFresh looking for the knockout blow to end this one. Instead, good up smash out of shield. Weak hit of the neutral layer right there, not going to connect too much. And I think a bit of a tech flub right there. I think ZD was trying to get a turnaround back air, and instead he's going to lose the stock, perhaps? Okay, yeah. Just an extended edge guard sequence there from PinkFresh needed to prove that I'm not a liar. So PinkFresh on the board here. Perhaps a fresh game plan showing its possibility for success. So I do believe the last time that these two fought, ZD actually got a reverse 3-0 on PinkFresh. I would really love to see, just for the script, PinkFresh to do the same right here. Still sticking with Fox as ZD. I think I've talked to him briefly about this matchup, and he just likes the speed. Basically, Wolf is a little bit too slow to get in on Min Min, so go ahead and pick a character with a little bit more mobility and just don't mess up. And literally, yeah, Fox has the worst recovery. He's more vulnerable off stage, so just don't be there. Maximize your character's strengths, minimize the character's weaknesses. Ooh, loving that fastball down air from PinkFresh, and doing it so that he actually falls off stage instead of hitting ZD's shield and landing on stage. Just ambiguous movement right there leads to the easy recovery. Up smash gonna claim it though, and again, healthy stock lead for ZD. This has usually been the recipe for success. Now ZD can pick his spots a little bit more judiciously and force Pinkfresh to take a couple steps forward, perhaps. Edge trap situation. This is where Pinkman making his money so far, but I love the shimmy and shake. Pinkfresh is one of the few players that still does a lot of dash dancing. Particularly with Min. This is not a quick character, so you don't think of this character as using movement and mobility to open your opponents up, but yeah, use every tool in your character's kit. And when you see that your opponent is shaking and shivering in their shields, go ahead and hit him with a shimmy and hope they drop it. Dash attack safe on shield thanks to the cross up, so Pinkfresh just rolls away. Trying to use that side B again to get the tech chase. Not going to work out. Pink with the perfect punish right there with the Megawatt Hammer. These down airs, that's like Pinkfresh's trademark move. I feel like whenever he gets the down airs to mix up his disadvantage, he tends to win the games. But good God, he actually got clipped and killed by that up air. I really thought he had the spacing on that. I got hit by that in this chair. That's for dang sure. Toss him off stage with a rapid jab, and ZD backs off, shows respect for Pinkfresh, and gives him a little bit of space just so that he can take it back with a dash in. And then stands up so that he can get the reverse hit of up tilt. Smart spacing here from ZD. And Pink unable to convert in that offstage interaction. Means we are back to a spot where ZD has shown dominance. It's the down air conversion, but the down smash, not a particularly frequently used move. And Min's a repertoire, but bought Pink a momentary lapse. In this barrage from ZD, we are rapidly approaching near up smash territory. Not going to go for the drag down to the forward air, instead just setting up the ledge trap. And he just went for it right there. That was 100% an up smash that ZD was trying to dash in. Gets the tech chase into a down smash. Will that do it? It will. DI not quite on point, and Pinkfresh unable to survive. 3-1 victory from ZD, and we'll see that man in grands. Not an unfamiliar position from ZD to find himself. Of course, the winningest player in Xanadu history these days. The man started racking up dubs when he was ZD Luigi in Smash 4 and just has not stopped since then. So, y'all, thank you so much for sticking with us this evening. It's a bit of a smaller bracket, but I mean, it is stacked at the top. We have between Pinkfresh, Enhanced ZD, and Enhanced ZD. Pinkfresh, Enhanced PV, and ZD. We got three of our region's top players out here to come to blows. We've already seen Enhanced PV versus ZD. Now we've already seen Enhanced PV versus Pinkfresh. We've seen